So I just wanted to kind of do this one like completely unprepared, just to like put you in the idea of like what you would do to do what I'm doing. And it's so not hard. Like literally just go to Wikipedia. Like they're this is such a stupid clown world we live in. Okay. So just go to Wikipedia or put in Google and just grab like whatever's like the most important looking article, by the most reputable source, right? Like whatever seems like the is gonna be like the longest read, right? And just start digging and look for like the numbers or whatever you expect to find, or just start seeing some sort of pattern, anything like that, right? So I wanted to look into Rodney Peete, and for some reason, like, it's even as strong as my faith in, I just have the feeling it's like, watch this be like the one time, like it's gonna be tough, like, because I was just gonna take a few screenshots of Wikipedia, barely read over it, and just rush trying to write this, and I don't even remember that much, but it's just enough, like, like I was scrolling, like, oh my gosh, not much, and then like boom, 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 right in a row. It's like, oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so we're way good. So like with Peete, his story is a little bit buried. So like first of all, it's like he was considered like too undersized to succeed in the NFL. What do you know? He gets paired with Barry Sanders, right? Perfect. Like they're the scrappy team. Um, Also, like, think like that the Lions like um Rodney Peete, right? Like to me, that's like my Eagles. They always had like a certain face to them, and like even though like Foles won the championship, all that sort of stuff. Like I always wanted someone to look like Randall Cunningham, like Vic Donovan Knapp, if you know what I'm saying. Like read between the lines there. Like it's just what felt right, right? So that's what I identified with. So like, I didn't want someone that looked like Kevin Cobb as my quarterback. I didn't trust him because that's not what I grew up, with success, right? I was like, no, we want the guy who looks like the other guy, right? Like we're one of the few teams that does that, and it works for us. So that's what I always wanted. And then, but like, let's see, as far as, oh yeah, for the Lions, same deal, like the Rodney Peete teams. That's the most exciting they've been since the '50s, right? So Hendon reminds me a little bit of Peete, like, you know what I mean? Like he is, like not a Kevin Cobb looking type dude, but like also doesn't strike you like a Mike Vick type dude either. If you can get what I'm saying without what I'm saying, right? So Hendon seems like just the perfect balance there. I would trust him as my quarterback. I love him on the Eagles, all that sort of stuff. And I'm the type of person that hates Jalen Hurts, right? So it ain't just about like it's got to be like just right. Like Hendon's not soft, right? Like Jalen strikes me as soft. So anyway, um, so Peete. Um, like, oh wow, I didn't even notice this. 68 carries for 68 yards. You fucking kidding me? Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Shit. 68 carries, 60 yards. I wasn't even gonna say that one. I thought I was gonna have to like make y'all like stretch right here with like the Rose Bowl. No joke. I was like, well, look, so I was gonna say like, look, I scrolled for a while before I saw anything good, and I was like, so you kind of get a hit here, but it's like, how did I scroll right past 68 carries for 68 yards? So yeah, there you go. So we're getting off to a better start than I expected. So like 89. I I didn't want to do this to y'all because you're gonna be like saying I'm getting too many numbers. That's why I was just doing the 68s and the 86s, right? But like technically, they gotta also give us 89, right? And like the Browns lost the AFC championship in like 86 and 89, all that sort of stuff. But like 89 is just 86 or 68 flipped upside down, right? So, you know, any way that you can do a 9 and an 8 together, that works for us. We just focus more on the 8-6 and the 6-8s, at least early on now, because it's easier to explain, right? But like if I wanted 89s, we could have even more too. You know what I mean? You'd see like, yeah, it's even more stuff. But I just figured I'd ease y'all in slowly, so you're not just like, you're just taking all the numbers in the world, right? So yeah, just give me my two, 86 and 68. We figured out from there. 68 carries, 68 yards. Thanks, buddy. 89. So like even if you don't want to give me the 89, just focus on like, look, you lost to Michigan, right? Why are you losing? You get drafted by the Lions? Like, come on, right? So in the Rose Bowl, like his senior year, what? You know what I mean? So, uh, let's see. Uh, is okay. Nothing else exciting here. Alrighty. So you played baseball. You do. Oh, I got drafted by the Tigers, man. Come on, that's so nice. 89 too, you know what I mean? Like, so it's drafted three times, three different teams. It's the man. That's awesome. All right, so and then let's see, there's something else here that's crazy. What was it here? Oh goodness, I'm gonna see it. I must have missed something. I should have like looked at my screenshots. Looks like I screenshot the same thing over and over again. My mistake. Oh, right here. This is the money shot right here. He would have been the first rookie quarterback to start for the Lions since 1968. Didn't you know that? Come on, Lions coach, I have to tell you this. Coding, I just wanted y'all to have a little bit of fun, leave it on a lighter note, right? Like, I thought you needed to know that Rodney Peete co-hosted the Hallmark Kitten Bowl in 2019. That's definitely important. So like I said, we're just keeping it light here to close it out. This part, not really light, so it's like, whenever I see that, I'm just saying, like, you can think, like, whatever you want. I mean, I'm not saying I know for sure or whatever. It's just, like, that usually raises my senses, right? There's a lot of, like, charities, that sort of stuff, right? So it's like anytime there's anything involved where it's like there's money being exchanged, it just raises my antenna. And we've seen quarterbacks with children who have that before, so it's a trend, is all I'm saying. If you're like, I know that's my kid has that, it's for sure, like whatever, like I'm not saying anything about what that is. I'm just saying when it's in a story of one of our characters, it raises my attention, right? All I'm saying. Nothing against anybody with it. I'm pretty sure that's what my aunt has, and she's one of my favorite people ever, right? You know what I mean? So, and I love I Am Sam, all that sort of stuff. Rain Man. I think you can probably tell some a little off with me too. Who knows what it is? Could be that. I've heard it enough times. It wouldn't be that surprised. I think it's more like I have OCD or something, but who cares? Rodney Peete Jr. now working for the Dodgers. Okay, that's nice. I wish it was like a Cleveland player, whose kid was now working for the Dodgers, but it's still like not bad at all. Just kind of let you know it's like these guys are all so connected and do it. Even someone like Rodney Peete is just like kind of a whatever quarterback, for a team that ever did anything. Like, son, you can just go get a job for the Dodgers, just won the World Series, right? Like, so like he's literally on it. Like, so yeah, it's Rodney Peete Jr. and the Lions get to win the World, the championship in the same year. Let's see. Peete I thought this type of stuff was funny here. His brother is NFL coach Skip Peete. You know what? I didn't look at him, but the cousin of late professional golfer Calvin Peete. Like, do you really believe that? You really believe there was a trio of Peete brothers, Pete, and Pete, who are Skip, Calvin, and Rodney? It's just all professional athletes, like completely different shit. Like late son-in-law of late actor, like you know what I mean? Like just the most connected family ever. Like I'm gonna get real weird on you in a second. Like just right here. I'm just gonna lay it on you right here too. Like this is how deep into it I am. And this type of stuff that a lot of people usually tune out, so I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But like I like to try to figure out who I think like these people really are. And I think Dan Campbell is Jeff Bridges, and um I think Hendon is Penny Hardaway's son. Um there's just a lot of just enough there, I mean, when you look at like the timelines and stuff and like where they're at and stuff, like playing at Tennessee and Memphis, like that's not that big of a stretch, right? Like basketball, football, like I could do both, right? You know what I mean? So just saying like that's how deep into the conspiracy stuff I am, but I try to keep it like real. Just you want to see like the numbers, all that sort of stuff, right? Like the connections. I don't want to speculate too much. And what does that really prove anyway, right? I just like to do it because I feel like I can't, right? It's like, oh, I was like, but like also to me, this is like what it tells me. It's like, man, if Jeff Bridges is coaching the Lions, that team's on, right? Like Jeff Bridges ain't gonna be on some scrub team. Like Jeff Bridges is A+ actor, right? And I'm pretty sure he's from Detroit, right? So I don't think I'm like that crazy. I think it's actually like his brother. I don't think it's actually Jeff. I think they got like his brother to do it, like a Baldwin thing. So just figure I'd end a little bit funny. Doesn't know golf too well, so almost got caught slipping. That's why you don't leave anything on the table. I almost didn't click on Calvin Peete. Because I'm like, I got golf. I'm like, wait, what are we talking about? We know it's all fake. Let's see what's connected. So Peete was born in Detroit. Yeah, we'll take it. Let's see. I'm going to cut off something at the top there. What's that? Right at the very bottom. Best result, Masters Tournament, 1986. Nice. And then, dude was a monster. That's his driving accuracy, like just absolute beast off the tee, man. Oh my goodness, crushing the ball. Oh, it's crazy. Like, in over 1,200 rounds of golf, he only hit the ball out of bounds one time. Like, that's how you know something's off. Ain't no way. Nobody's that fucking good. So, I'm saying, history-making golfers died days apart. Two professional golf successful African-American golfers have died, Calvin Peete and Pete Brown. Pete and Pete Brown. Come on. Don't act like I'm crazy. You know it's true. You know this is what they're doing, man. You know it is. And look, the run ended in 86. Like, bro, Calvin Peete and Pete Brown. What a coincidence.